Well, good Saturday morning and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Hopefully your day is off to a beautiful start. Can you believe it's August? Not only August, but almost mid-August. Where in the heck is time moving to? Very, very quickly. A couple of good mornings, then we'll dive right into it. Good morning, Mike. Thank you for being here. And Bill, good morning. Top of the morning to you as well. Mike, also saying good morning. A couple of Mikes and Pat. No campgrounds today, Pat? What's up with that? Hey, welcome here. Chuck as well. Good morning to you. And Scott, good morning. Scott, I think I left you a message. We've got a record for you sitting aside in there as well. And catching us live, the one, the only Steve Carlson from the vinyl community. Yes, it is live. You are not Memorex. You are here. I'm replying to you, Steve. Thank you for being here with us today. So big day here at the Wasteland. Well, it's a Saturday. It's always fun. A little bit later on today, Blue will be hanging out with us. She'll be here, probably around noonish and then through the rest of the day. So Blue will be here. Heather is actually going to make a rare Saturday appearance as well. So she'll be here. We're going to try to get some records clean, but we're expecting kind of a little bit of a busy day today as well. Now, why would you ask? Would it be busy? Well, if you saw our tease last night, that's what it was, is a tease. Today, it's been a couple of weeks, actually months, hasn't it? We've got a little busy with the record store day stuff, but folks, we've got too many dollar room records. So we have instituted the return of the mystery bags. Now, those of you who are veterans who've been watching us or coming into the store for a while know full well what these are, but we've been getting a lot of new people both watching the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. By the way, if you're watching that YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 500 subscribers. It'd be nice to pop over that mark. Don't be waiting on that. Go ahead and get us subscribed. So anyhow, the dollar bin records that we are just overflowed with make their way into mystery bags once in a great while. We don't want to do it too often because then the novelty wears off. But what the mystery bags are for $1, you get 10 records from the dollar bin. It's going to be a mixture of genres, and don't kid yourselves, there's not going to be lots of great stuff in there, but it's going to be a good mixture. And the vinyl, for the most part, is going to be in halfway decent shape. You're going to get a few clunkers in there and some scratches, but it's dollar bin records you're getting for 10 cents a piece. But the cool part is, with the mystery bags, somewhere in the batch, we have hidden in these bags of 10 records each for $1, a couple of sealed goodies. Now, this time around, we put together over 30 mystery bags. I think it's like 31 or 32. Typically, I do maybe 10 or 11, sometimes more. We went all out today because there's a big cleaning project happening in the back room that I don't want to get into because it's overdue. So we have put together over 30 mystery bags. And inside of many of these bags, not just one or two, are goodies that are not from the dollar bin. So the sealed stuff this time includes something from the Record Store Day July drop, a new sealed RSD item somewhere in one of these bags. We also put in a moderately priced, it's like around $35 new piece of vinyl from a Michigan band. Not the one you're thinking, though, but some great stuff. So there are at least 2 sealed new vinyl albums somewhere in this batch of the mystery bags. Now, elsewhere, I had some other Record Store Day swag, samplers and stuff, so those are tossed in there. And then just to add a little bit more fun to this, there are probably about 6 or 7 other items that are just moderately priced used vinyl that are not from the dollar bin tossed in here as well. So your chances seem to be greatly increased with these mystery bags. Now, the rules are simple. Come in, buy a mystery bag. You pick one out. No opening them up ahead of time to see what's in there. You can buy more than one, but kind of takes the fun out of it if you come in and buy all 30 of them. So do what you will because we want to get rid of the records. But the bigger rule on this is when you're done, you cannot return the mystery bag albums to the store. We're not going to take them in trade. We were getting rid of them for a reason. We need the space. So if you're going to not want the albums other than the ones you kept out of there for 10 cents a piece, take them to a Salvation Army. They always have them. Or better yet, maybe you could take them to one of those antique malls where they'll slap a $10 price tag on them. So anyway, the mystery bags are here. It is while supplies last. And as I said, we have over 30 of them. They're in a big pile over there. come in, get your goodies, and we will have some fun with that as well. Camping, he'll be camping soon, Pat. He's on YouTube as well. There we go. And Gary, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for being here. Okay. Other stuff happening today. I underestimated the demand for that George Harrison All Things Must Pass box set. We did have a few of them in the store. They went very quickly yesterday. So we have placed a subsequent order. They were still available. I don't think they're going to be into next week, but we did get a hold of several more of the 3-album box set. We had an order for the 5 LP set and an order for the 8 LP set. Now, if you caught the record show on Wednesday night, we talked a little bit about that George Harrison release. But since then, we have seen the announcement of what is being called an Uber Deluxe box set. And this thing goes for about $1,000. I think that they have showed up on our distributor site. Hang on a second here. Oh, they have showed up on our distributor site, but there are none available. So I'm not quite certain what's up with that. But at the George Harrison, watch next Wednesday's record show. I'll put a video or a picture up and we'll explain what that is. But this thing comes in a wooden box, handmade wooden box. It's got 8 albums, CDs, a DVD, bookmark, a bookmark made from a tree that fell in George Harrison's property in England, little statuettes and everything. A little bit of conflicting information on this. The one of my pieces of information says that it retails for $1,200. And then another one says it's got a manufacturer suggested retail price of $999. So I'll get the poop on that and get it out to you guys if you want. Now, we're not going to have one of those in the store. If you are a really, really big George Harrison fan and you want us to try to get a hold of one for you, we will try to get a hold of one. But as I said, it's not showing as any are available. I'm not sure if they didn't get them, but I'll find out from our folks at the distributor side early next week and let you know if you really, really want one. Otherwise, we will have more of the lower tier George Harrison box sets coming in next week as well. Also next week, I'll have some more of that Michigander EP release. That thing went fairly quickly, so we'll get some more of them. We're all out. So, okay, looking at my time, I think we're okay here. Onward to the new releases this week. We still have a few other than the Harrison in stock. We got a copy of the new Sponge, brand new stuff from Michigan's Sponge. This is called Lavatorium on limited edition clear vinyl. So some cool stuff from that Michigan, we'll call them alternative band. Still have a copy of the Legends Play the Beatles. We can get more of these next week, I believe, on limited edition blue vinyl. But the likes of Ann Wilson from Heart, Judy Collins, Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple, Molly Hatchet, and Air Supply, because, you know, those two go so well together on an album. But they're covering Beatles stuff. This is supposedly, from what I read, music from or involved with or somehow tied to the new Peter Jackson documentary on the Beatles that is coming out very soon. I saw a clip of that during the lockdown last year, and just like everything he does, Peter Jackson is putting all into it. Should be a phenomenal documentary. Brian May, a reissue of Back to the Light. I don't know if there's anything special on this. It's just a 180 gram black vinyl, but we do have a copy of that Brian May reissue. Cool stuff. Brand new stuff also from Night Ranger, ATBPO and the band played on. Listen to a couple clips online. It's Night Ranger. So if you like Night Ranger and that brand of 80s, 90s rock, then we got the one here for you. I don't believe there's anything interesting other than it's new Night Ranger. Maybe it is on colored vinyl. Hard to tell. I'd have to go back and look to see if that is indeed. Let's see here. One jazz left from the new reissue. It's a Blue Note Tone Poet series reissue from McGoy Tyner expansion. Some good stuff from the Tone Poet series. We'll get more of this as needed if you guys wish us to grab that. And an interesting one. I have to hold this up very close. Folks, that is Willie Nelson. This is the pre-Outlaw days Willie Nelson. Make Way for Willie Nelson, an early album out of print for a long time, reissued to make it look like the original RCA Victor Dynagroove recording. So they have gone out. It's an HQ pressing, so it should sound very good. But this is not your typical Willie Nelson stuff. What in the back? I love the liner notes. What is a Willie Nelson? I think that's the question we've been asking for 50 some years. We know what it is. So that also forgot about this. We got a couple of Johnny Paycheck Country Outlaw, including Take This Job and Shove It on gold vinyl. So a couple of those looks to be like Johnny Paycheck's greatest hits on there as well. Okay, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, the Electric Six, we got a couple more of these. Cool Michigan band, if you dig these guys on purple vinyl. This is an album full of covers, including Electric Six doing Don't Change from In Excess. Little Lies from Fleetwood Mac is on here. Let's see, Slippery People, Hey, No More Mr. Nice Guy from Cooper, Strutter by Kiss. And what is really cool is a cover of Under the God by Tin Machine, David Bowie, and the Hunt and Tony Sales Project from back in the 90s as well. Also a recent reissue, black vinyl only. After the debacle, that's all we've got, but we've got some Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Couple of those from that recently released ones. And now I got another copy of the Tom Petty Finding Wildflowers, alternate versions on gold vinyl. And we got our Third Man Records restock finally. So we've got lots of White Stripes back in, but not Elephant. That one's out of print. We're trying to get it, but we do have a couple copies of Greatest Hits and several other White Stripes albums, as with a couple of the Raconteurs albums. So some cool stuff from Jack White and company from Third Man Records. Get those while you can. Yep, Gary, yes, I'm wearing the Air Force shirt. Team James. Update on James the Younger. He is getting close to wrapping up his advanced training, by the way, in Mississippi, and then heading back to Texas. We'll know more on that in a couple of weeks. Bruce, good morning, and thank you for being here as well. A couple of pieces of vintage vinyl to talk about. If you got a chance to see the record show on Wednesday, we talked about one of these, and I'll get to that one in just a second. This would be a cool one. We'll end up doing a segment eventually on the original masters and MoFi stuff. This is an album from Carl Off. I'm sorry, not from Carl Off. A composition by Carl Off from 1934-35, I guess. Carmina Burana. It is done by Andre Previn and the London Symphony Orchestra and Chorus. Operetta. Oh, heck, what are we calling this here? I looked it up. It is a cantata composed in 1935 and 36 by Carl Off, based on 24 poems from the medieval collection Carmina Burana. Full Latin on this as well. So you got to be a big fan of operettas type stuff for this. But it's an original master recording, half-speed master, so these things have some intrinsic value. It's not technically a mobile fidelity or a MoFi on that, but it is an MFSL from the Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs. Very, very valuable record, even for the fact that it is an opera. We've got that moderately priced. For those of you who want to be a little bit more cultured, and we can do that. High-end collectibles. If you saw the video yesterday, the drop video, it was full of a band called the Butthole Surfers, a punk-ish band, alternative punk band from the 80s. Those are gone. We got wiped out on those. A couple of folks saw them and recognized them. So again, as this punk collection begins to permeate into our Friday videos, please know that the stuff's not going to last long. One of the things, though, that was in there, may not have caught this as it went through. This is a very rare Beastie Boys 12-inch. I remember, not this exact one, but playing this on the air, so to speak, because it's got the song Cookie Puss from the Beastie Boys on there, both the censored and the uncensored version. And Discogs has got this up there as a very, very valuable item. So we've got that moderately set in our collection, but it's really it's a 12-inch single, so it's something for the collector. And then finally, we talked about this in the record show on Wednesday. It is a band called Zoviet France, and the album is got a very unique cover in the fact that it's two pieces of masonite, or the album cover, two pieces of hardboard masonite with a red tether rope or piece of string tying them together. Tremendously valuable because this collection has maintained the look and feel of that cover, the original masonite and the string, so it's all in there. Musically, it's like a heavier version of Stereolab. So it's got that experimental electronic sound and feel, but once in a while it's got some heavier punk tones to it. So some interesting stuff. These are definitely on the high-end collectible side. If you're interested, come on in. We'll take a look at it. But remember that after a week or two, this high-end stuff is going to be headed to the Discogs side of things. Okay, looking at the clock, we are up time at 10 a.m. Stop out and see us today. The mystery bags. Let me get over here again. Do not forget, today is Mystery Bag Day at the Wasteland. 30 plus of these. 10 records each for $1. So 10 cents a piece, but every bag contains 10 records for $1. Buried somewhere in there are a bunch of goodies, including a sealed RSD item and another sealed new release album from a Michigan band. We'll just kind of leave it at that. Okay, guys, we are here until 6 p.m. Stop out and see us at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. And don't forget Blue, the Dock Jumping Record Store dog, will be here probably a little later today as well. Jeff says, mystery bags indeed. And Mike, yes, thank you very much. You guys have a great day too. Okay, folks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. We're creeping up on that 500 mark. Would love to get there. Tune in on Wednesday nights for the record show. And we will talk to you next week live from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Whew. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.